Hello. So I want to be able to see the contents of a Ansible vault, which is going to be an encrypted file. I don't want to have to remember the syntax and passwords and all that other stuff. There's a way to do that now. Well, I mean, I'm sure there was before, but I have a way to do that now. So let me show you what I got. I kind of set some of this up ahead of time, but I've got ansible-vault installed. Actually, we need to change that to vault because this is the vault file name that we're going to edit. My password is contained in that, so you don't know what my password is, which is right there for right now, but point is you could pass it in. Yeah. So here's the vault. Just has a sample certificate in it. And to get this certificate, I'm going to block out a section here and then pull this up. There we go. This certificate is for beta, SpelledABC, and it has 3 additional sans names. So you got beta, beta 2, beta 3, and beta 4. Now I can turn this back off. There we go. So when it starts up, excuse me, it's going to check the arg length, and if it is, basically if you pass in one argument and the length is 2, so it'll be passing in the path to the vault. You can also pass in the path to the vault as well as the password. I have a couple different examples up here, or you don't have to pass anything at all. Clearly this one is just used for testing because you're not going to store your password in the script, but you could, I guess. So in here we've got the 3 different ones where I'm not passing anything on the input parameter. Here we're passing the vault, which in this case is the vault name. Vault is the vault name. And then I'm passing in the password. I'm going to do this one again. Broken. And I'll show you what that looks like real quick, just so you know what it looks like when it's an invalid password. So it builds, creates an instance of the vault cert info, which is a class that I made in here. A bunch of setters and getters or accessors, whatever you want to call them. This is really just a temporary file. What it's going to do is pull all the cert content out of the vault and then store it in a temporary file, and then we'll parse that and store the data in there. Sorry, my face really itches. Yeah, pretty straightforward. There's actually a Python or pip for it, whatever. Anywho, so here's a bad example because we changed the password to the wrong password on this, and oddly enough, it still worked. Because I don't know why that worked. Should not have worked. That's funny. Alright, so clearly I got some looking into something to do. Anyway, the issuer was, I'm going to turn this back on here, was SpelledABC, CA, right? And the organization is SpelledABC, right? Turn that off. And that's what we see here. Then we'll also have the certificate for the server and the 3 different sans names in a array. So you can check the content of a vault really easily just by running that script. Excuse me. So if we do Python version, should be a 3, but I have to spell it correctly. Yeah, Python main, and that works because we have passed in the default of the vault file name as well as the default password. Here we're going to pass in a bad vault file and it also a no such file, which is good. So now we'll pass in the actual vault and it should work, which is good. press in a bad password and it still works. That's funny. Alright, so why is it working? Oh, that's why. Maybe not. Oh my god. Really? The if check was the same for both. There we go. That was the problem. I wasn't paying attention. This if check was the same as the other one, so it never actually hit that third instance. It was only checking if it was arg length or true, otherwise it would come down in here. So that's fixed. And that's basically it. It creates a temporary file over here and then it deletes it all. But if we try to cat the vault, it's encrypted through ansible-vault, so you have to go up into the use ansible-vault or my little thing that I just made. Oh, it's not in there now. Alright, ansible-vault, edit, vault, password, file, vault, pass. Because that's easy to type. And then, even when you do type all that, all you have is the certificate information. You don't get the other stuff. We're going to enable debugging here just for a second. I do it this way. Just something I've always done. Except I should have paused up here, not down here, because the variables are already gone. Alright, so we'll do that again. Hold tight. Pew. There we go. Vault path, vault pass. Here's the CNs list. Certificate itself that gets passed in, it gets converted to a X509 for reading. Then we got the VCI that I created. That's the cert model, which doesn't really have a whole lot of stuff in it. It's just for later in case you want to serialize it or something. Pretty straightforward though. Ish. Yeah. Alright, that's all I got for today. Deuces, y'all.